Okay, got the wires up tied up where I want them this time, so it's all tucked up under there. Got to undo that one. That one's pulled tight, and this one's good. I checked on the other side, and it's got good clearance on everything over there. So everything's coming up nice and freely up under the pump. Up along here, no big issues. So all nice and clean, like it should be. So now it's just a matter of doing our timing. So to do this, we gotta get top dead center on the front hole over here. So use a Phillips screwdriver, because Phillips don't break off like blades do. So stick them in there, don't leave them like flat, stand them upright like this, so when the piston comes up, it's going up. So first gotta make sure we're on compression stroke. We're gonna go ahead and put this thing up into high gear, get the wheel up in the air on this side, and then rotate it. So we're gonna go up in the air. Okay, there's air. So now we can go ahead and put this in gear. Now if I didn't have that cover on the front pulley, I could just put a wrench on the pulley and do it that way, but oh well. Gotta do what you gotta do around here. Now to make the rear wheel turn easily, put it in high gear like I said. Here's high gear. Alright, so instead of trying to pull the wheel around where you want it to be, either this way or this way, and you're just grunting like crazy, all of a sudden it moves a lot, you can't control it. So the way you control what you're doing is, when you're turning forward with the motor, you got to move the wheel backwards down here. You just jerk, jerk, jerk like that. And that's how you do it. So put your finger over the hole, get compression, and jerk it like this. Okay, right now we're sucking. So when we're sucking, we're not doing what we want to do. All right. And like so that's how you're going to do it. So kind of get we can see both things going on here, hopefully. All right. We're sucking my finger right now, so we're going down. On the overlap stroke where both valves are open right now. There we go. Now we're building compression. Keep Phillips in there, see where you're at. It's coming up now. Okay. When you get close, you pull the terminal plug out. So you can see where you're at. Now this motor is going to want to not stay at TDC. I can see it already, which is going to be a problem. And so now I can just look over here, see the mark I'm looking for. There's 2 dots coming up. 2 dots is not TDC. Nope. It'd be like a rear cylinder tummy mark. There's our line coming up. Sure we're still going up, not down. Yep, we're not moving, so that means we're there. Okay. So now we're at top dead center. You see the mark there in the flywheel? This is a Harley flywheel, so it doesn't have any marked on it. It's just a line. So if you're dead center in the line, you're right on the money. The hole is 4 degrees long, and if you go behind the thread, it's 5 degrees. So right now I am about halfway back, so I got an extra 2 degrees of timing lead in this motor. So instead of timing at 30 or 32, we're at 34 now. Which is what you do to make it act like it's got more compression than 8.5 or 9, whatever it's got. So I get another half a point of compression, which makes it run better. So those are all good things. Okay, now your spark plugs, you want to put them up there where they're going to be grounded. Preferably we can kind of see them a little bit, would be nice. Maybe. Might be able to see them up there. You definitely be able to hear them go spark, spark, spark. So if you're lucky, you can see the plugs back in there. You might be able to see them spark. So we'll see here. Well, let's see, get this back here. You're not going to be able to see them spark anyway. So now we turn ignition on, we rotate this plate, and it should make them spark. When the light just goes out, that's when it sparks ignition. Now you might do it a couple times to get it to know it's turning. So back it up a little bit. Light's on, see? Light goes off. And now it's sparking. Take a little tension on these screws. A little small screwdriver in the hole to flip up around. Of course the camera's in my way, figures. Don't leave the ignition on too long like this, but okay, now you rotate it here with these marks right in here. Get a little V groove right there. When that light goes out, you're good. You turn off the camera light so you can see better. You rotate it slowly until it just pops off. Don't get greedy and go too fast. Just go slow and easy. And then we're close. I'm going to remove my screwdriver now. There it goes. And then lock the screws down. So we're locked in. You go check on the other side to make sure you got a line is still where it belongs. And see the line's right where it belongs. Now the way you test it to see if it's correct is you back the wheel up a little bit. Light's going to come back on. Now you go forward until it just bumps off. Right there. So now we go over here and see if the line's back in the center of the hole again. Or not in the center, but in the back. And see it's in identically the same spot. That's how you know you're right on the money. Okay, we're going to tighten all this back up, and we'll be back.